late breaking news and miscellaneous. Woo. So let's take a look at some other things. Let's take a look at. So let's check the wires for late breaking news. Okay, there is some late breaking news in the story of Chris Boyd. This is interesting. A person of interest is in custody in connection with the shooting of New York Jets Chris Boyd, per the New York Police Department. So they got somebody. So we'll see what happens, but at least it's possible that some shooter is now not on the loose. So we don't know that this person's the shooter. Just a person of interest, and they did not file charges or anything like that. So we don't know what's going to happen, but that's the news. Per Dennis Wazak. Dick Cimini has that Torrey Woodbury, who played for the Jets in 2001 and 2, I have no recollection of that, is the new head coach at Winston-Salem State, his alma mater. All right. Jets updated Pro Bowl fan voting. The Jets only have 2 in the top 10. We got to get to voting, guys. Punter Austin McNamara. I did my voting already. Punter Austin McNamara 5th. Fullback Andrew Beck 6th. I think we should vote for both of them. They both played very well. Why not push them up the rankings? Our special team's a way to kind of give a tip of the cap to Chris Banjo and Kevin O'Day. Nobody ever mentions Coach O'Day. So why not go vote for him? Go on it's NFL.com. It's figure out a way to vote. Clickety-click. Easy. Go do it. Other than that, no other breaking news. So let's take a look at the PFF grades and see if there's anything we can glean from them. So a couple of things that's interesting on the offense. So 88.6 grade for Andrew Beck. So there's another reason to vote for him for the Pro Bowl. Only 8 snaps, but such is the life of a fullback. And he's also great on special teams. So 88.6, the highest rated offensive player. But then below him, Olu and Membu. Olu 75.6, Membu 69.7, excellent. Isaiah Williams, who's also going to be on the team, by the way, in the wide receiver room, there's no doubt about it now. 4th with a 67.8 grade. John Simpson had a nice game, 65.9. Joe Tippmann, kind of average, 61.3. And then, boy, our center, Myers, stinks. We need a big upgrade at center, boy. If we ever got Linderbaum, that would be a bomb. Because if we ever got Linderbaum, and then we signed either Simpson or AVT, and then would draft a backup type just in case, that'd be solid as hell, man. It's not going to happen. It's too good to happen, but it'd be nice because Myers is the weak link on that line. Tyrod, terrible grade. Brady Cook, terrible grade. Jeremy Ruckert, bad grade. A.D. Mitchell, they graded poorly for some reason. But the offense obviously didn't look good at all. Then on defense, what do we got here? Michael Walker had a nice grade, so maybe he could work his way into more playing time. 77.4 led the grades. Jermaine Johnson, 76 with 2 pressures, no missed tackles. Jawan Briggs continues to play well, including a 91.9 pass rush grade, 72.5 overall. Michael Clemens had a nice grade. Then Sherwood. Kalen Saunders is a guy. He got a 70 grade in this game with 3 tackles, no missed tackles, 1 run stop. So that's a guy that, if he continues to play well, could earn himself a contract. Stigger's got a nice grade. Mawigoa, terrible. Jordan Clark, his first game, off the practice squad, 38.1, no bueno. Will McDonald he got no pressure. Will McDonald is disappearing before our very eyes. He is a role player. He's not a starting level player. We need edge players the worst way. And the only other thing I will mention about these PFF grades here is there are some encouraging stats for Brady Cook. And believe it or not, the way it started out, very bad. But he threw 2 picks. Okay, that's not great. He had fumbles. He was getting sacked like crazy. All right. A UDFA in his first game, that's what I told you to expect. And that's why we didn't want him to go in there. But there's actually some decent news in here. What kind of news? His completion percentage was 46.7, which is terrible. Yeah, but his adjusted completion percentage, if you forget about the drops, 60%. So still not great, but if those guys, he had 4 drops according to this. We had 5 overall according to PFF. 4. So if those 4 guys just catch the ball, he has a 60% completion rate, which still isn't good, but it's not horrible, like 46.7. In addition to that, he did have one big-time throw, which is a pass down the field in a tight window. That's good. 4 turnover-worthy plays is terrible. We understand that. But he also had an ADOT, average depth of target, of 9.3 yards, which is high, which means he was pushing the ball down the field. In addition to that, he had a TTT, or a time to throw, of 2.82, which is decent. So if you combine all these things, he was getting rid of the ball quickly, which means the mind game was okay, working pretty good, meaning he wasn't confused. He wasn't double clutching and let me scrape out of here too much. A little bit, but not too much. 2.82, that's good for him. This is his first game of a UDFA. He had 4 drops. 22.2% of his passes were dropped. That's no good. And he had an average depth of target of 9.3, so that means he wasn't being a check down Charlie. He wasn't throwing the ball behind the line of scrimmage like a lot of these guys do when they first get started. He was pushing the ball down the field, and he had one big-time throw. You might say, what's the big deal about one? A lot of people don't even have any. Now, it wasn't good. I'm not saying it was good. It was what you'd expect, but there's some reason for hope here. With him, not that he's going to be a franchise quarterback, but that he could develop into your backup. What you'd want, and I don't often do this. This is more of a Badlands thing to do. So I try to avoid doing Badlands-ish things like this. Fuck myself up. But what you would want is Brady Cook to develop into Kellen Clemens. Basically, like, be the long-term backup. A backup guy comes in every now and then and can give you a game here and there. Somebody's out. That would be a tremendous success story for a UDFA like Brady Cook. And some of these numbers here suggest that could be possible. Because to survive in the NFL, you have to get rid of the ball quickly, which means you have to process quickly, which means you have to know what you're looking at pre-snap, you have to confirm it post-snap, and then be able to get rid of the ball and then throw it accurately and on time. Sounds simple. Obviously, it's not. It's very, very hard. That's why so few people can do it. But a 2.82 TTT is promising, especially when you consider that an ADOT of 9.3 is also present here. So the longer developing routes where you'd have to throw it downfield take longer, and to keep your TTT low and your ADOT high, that is an encouraging sign. Does it mean he's going to be good? No. Does it mean that's going to continue? No. Does it mean he should get the starting job next year? No. But it's encouraging for a guy like this. It didn't go well. He threw 2 picks. He had 4 turnover-worthy plays. It's all not good. 47% completion percentage. Okay, very bad. But within that, there is some signs of hope. That's what I'm saying. That he could be an NFL quarterback. Let's put it that way. And so for a first maiden voyage, where the receivers didn't help him out much and dropping it all over the place, not bad. And then you had, on top of the statistics, you had Isaiah Williams giving us some information. He encouraged his guy, Brady Cook. And what we didn't know about Isaiah Williams is that Isaiah Williams and Brady Cook grew up together in St. Louis. They knew each other growing up as kids. What? Yeah. And Isaiah Williams said at that time he was a quarterback. Little Isaiah Williams was a quarterback. And so was Brady Cook. And they were, in the same circles. They knew each other. They were, I don't know if they were buddies or what, but they at least knew each other. They were in the same circles, probably going to camps and whatnot. And he said he has the it factor. Now, who knows if he has the it factor? Ocho Stinko told us that Zach Wilson had the it factor, if you remember. Ocho Stinko, one of the biggest Zach Wilson fans out there. Why? I don't know. You'd think Ocho Stinko would know about these quarterbacks, but Goes to show you, just because you play the game doesn't mean you know how to scout the game. Let's put it that way. But so Isaiah Williams has a connection to Brady Cook. They grew up together. He said he's got the it factor. He said the wide receivers were impressed with Brady Cook, how he was handling the huddle, the play call, all the stuff. So that's good. That's it. Kind of interesting. That's good. And we'll see how it goes this week. AG would not commit to who's going to be the quarterback this week. There's too many injuries. Fields has a knee. Tyrod has a groin. Brady turned his ankle. So they all have various degrees of injury. So we do have a couple of spots on the practice squad available. Depending on what happens with Garrett, I would anticipate signing like a Desmond Ridder. Probably tomorrow you get the news Desmond Ridder signs with Jets practice squad, just to have another guy here, just in case, and that's the type of guy that's been floating around various places, unless he signs somebody else's practice squad. But, that's a type of guy that we'll probably see signing. And that'll do it for Monday. Please subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. For the love of God. If you enjoy what I do, if you think this is differentiated in the marketplace, please confirm that by clicking the subscribe button. We need confirmation that what we're doing here is good. Not just a bunch of blatherings like Zach Rosenblatt. Otherwise, just give a like on the video and consider joining the Inner Circle, where you can get exclusive member items. And I will see you next time.